We have already covered how and why bonuses are not real money, and 95 to 99% of the time, the blocker is the wagering requirement. Simply put, it's what stops casinos from just giving away free money and, well, going bankrupt. And as much as we love beating the house, we wouldn't want that, would we? No, this video may not get you to like the wagering requirements. Who does? But it will explain why they are needed and why they don't ruin the fun. What are wagering requirements? When you receive a bonus, the most common requirement you need to fulfill in order to turn it into real money is to, as they say, beat the wagering requirement. And this is incredibly straightforward. The wagering requirement refers to exactly how many times you need to wager your bonus amount before you can withdraw it. Let us give you an example. So, if you grab a bonus worth 100 euros and the wagering requirement is 35, this means that you need to wager your 100 euro bonus 35 times. Now that might actually sound like quite a bit, as it means that in order for you to take out your 100 euro bonus, granted, potentially also additional winnings, you need to play through 3,500 euros. It's incredibly important to understand that playing through 3,500 euros does not mean losing 3,500 euros. For example, you are playing blackjack. You bet 10 euros on red and you win 10 euros. You do that again and you lose 10 euros. You have now played through 20 euros. Win or lose, every bet you make counts. Though, do remember to read the terms and conditions, as your wagering requirement usually counts less on table games, including blackjack, unfortunately, and even specific slots. When do the wagering requirements kick in? It's important to understand that the wagering requirements usually don't start counting down as soon as you start playing. They start when you begin playing with your bonus. And at most casinos, you need to play with your real money and lose it before your bonus kicks in. There are, however, casinos where your deposit is also counted as bonus. This means you can start meeting the wagering requirements right away. How the wagering requirement is applied should be clear at every casino, and better, you tend to get help. Good casinos will count your progress for you on your profile. Casinos without wagering requirements. We mentioned earlier that 95 to 99% of casinos use wagering requirements, but there are a select few that don't. However, the money is still not free. The difference usually is that instead of having to go through the entire bonus amount, your winnings become real, but the bonus does not. What is the average wagering requirement? While essentially all bonuses are worth it, no matter what wagering requirement you attach to them, remember, bonuses are really a safety net. It's usually the wagering requirement that decides just how worth it a bonus is. Remember, bonuses are really a safety net. It's usually the wagering requirement that decides just how worth it a bonus is. You do want a low or average wagering requirement, as your chances of standing with winnings at the end will be higher. Essentially, the lower the wagering requirement is, the more money you are statistically likely to be left with once the wagering requirement is met. If you make it, that is. So, what is a low, medium, and high wagering requirement? Well, let's just start with the standard, 30 to 40. This is what most casinos offer, and it's a pretty solid and perfectly acceptable standard. Wagering requirements of 45 and even 50 aren't necessarily bad either, but they are above average, and the closer you get to 60 to 65, the steeper it is. Our advice: if the wagering requirement is over 65, just avoid it, unless it is a no deposit offer. But what about wagering requirements that are so low that you just have to jump on? They start from 25. Actually, there are more casinos than you would think who dare to go this low. Some even offer 20. And with those kinds of odds, you would, if playing on the right games, even be statistically likely to win, believe it or not. Sadly, there are not exactly a lot of casinos offering wagering requirements under 20. But if you find a casino that is generous, you have a lot to celebrate. We hope you liked our quick guide to wagering requirements. And remember, 25 and down are low, 30 to 40 are average, 45 to 65 are high, and anything above 65 should usually be avoided. Keep watching our videos to gain more casino insights. Stay on top of your game, and remember that you will always be able to find and compare the best new casinos at newcasinos.com.